Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we close out Week 7 with a good Monday night matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Rams.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First carry for Cam Akers. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
Brought it down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
They'll run this with Akers. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bears take over
at their own 30-yard line.
Foles going to lead the Bears to the line. 1st and 10, right at the 30. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Oh, picked off at the 21. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And he will find his way forward to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Akers. And he is not going to get the first down as he'll spot this at about the 28.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
44-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
Well, how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Foles flushed out right. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now Foles. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Foles. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting that third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Akers. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling it for a loss.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
On second down now, it's Cohen. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards.
Here's Foles. Quickly into the hands of Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 15.
First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Foles. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. They'll try to counter here. Cohen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
Darnell Mooney, the target there. And it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This one a little slow to get cooking, just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a first and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose
lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Goff. Airing it out deep for Woods. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Fake to Montgomery, now Foles. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
13. Yeah, go, let's go.
Dancing to his left. He's going to take it. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. They'll look to throw now on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Santos' kick is up and through, and they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. season. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come.
Matt Gay.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. Not easy for Nick Foles and the Bears now. 3rd and long after the sack. A shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought 1st half. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this 2nd half. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And the Bears
now a play fake here on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
The Bears left area. Taken down at the 41. A 5-yard pickup.
They're going to look to throw. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season.
4th down.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 14.
They'll go again here with Akers. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down and 4.
Now a run with Akers. He will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
17-yard line.
On the ground, it's Akers. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run here with Akers. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll take this all the way out to the 38-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
He's tackled at the
Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henderson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
It's 4th down.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Foles on target to Robinson for the Chicago first. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They try again with Cohen. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Brought down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
Foles with the completion there. You might remember he spent one season with the Rams in their final season in St. Louis, actually. That was 2015. Went 4-7 in 11 starts. But the Rams would go on to draft Jared Goff, #1 overall, the following spring.
First down, run with Cohen. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The defensive player of the year a season ago, Aaron Donald, the one to stop him in his tracks.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here.
He'll drop to throw. Rolling to his right. And it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, they may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operating your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond with what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. They'll run on first down with Akers. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. On 2nd down now, Akers. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Goff. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's going to be complete to his tail end over. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Akers. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
On the play. First down, Bears.
Back to throw. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Back to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. That takes us from second to third down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to. When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there is no space available. An incompletion as a result.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Aaron Donald. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs.
Turnover on downs.
Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished.